For decades, fans have watched Jack Abbott battle Victor Newman on screen. But what if we told you that some of that tension was very real in the beginning? Yes, you heard that right. Peter Bergman, the longtime star of The Young and the Restless, is opening up about his early days on the show. And it was not smooth sailing. From feeling isolated on set to experiencing real friction with Eric Braeden, Bergman is finally sharing what it was really like stepping into the iconic role of Jack Abbott. And honestly, it might surprise you. When Peter Bergman first joined Y&R, he had big shoes to fill. The role of Jack Abbott was previously played by Terry Lester, and many cast members were deeply connected to him. Bergman admitted that breaking into the group was one of the hardest experiences of his career. He has shared that those early months were incredibly lonely. For about 6 months, he questioned whether he would truly fit in. Imagine stepping into a legendary show and feeling unsure if you belong. That kind of pressure can break anyone. At the time, Bergman had already built a strong legacy on All My Children, where he became a household name. Leaving that comfort behind and moving to Los Angeles for a new opportunity was a huge life change. But success didn't happen overnight. Things slowly began to shift when Bergman won his first Daytime Emmy Award for playing Jack. Then he won another the following year. Those awards did more than decorate a shelf. They gave him confidence. They gave him validation. And most importantly, they helped him feel accepted. Today, he proudly calls Y&R home. But the road to that comfort zone was not easy. Now, here's where things get really interesting. Bergman admitted that in the beginning, there was genuine tension between him and Eric Braeden. Yes, Jack and Victor's rivalry may have spilled slightly off-screen. Bergman explained that early Jack was not naturally who he was as a person. The character was bold, arrogant, and often manipulative. To play that version of Jack, Bergman had to push himself into a tougher, more confident attitude. He brought that strong energy onto the set, and he believes that may have caused friction. He and Braeden have very different acting styles. That difference created some clashes during those early years, especially since many of Bergman's scenes were directly opposite Braeden and Melody Thomas Scott. Working so closely together while still finding his footing made the transition even more challenging. But here's the good news. The tension didn't last forever. Today, Bergman and Braeden share a solid friendship and deep respect for one another. Time, experience, and shared history helped turn conflict into connection. It's fascinating to hear Bergman reflect on how Jack evolved and how he evolved with him. Early Jack was sharp, bold, and not always kind. Over time, the character gained more depth, vulnerability, and heart. And as Jack changed, Bergman grew into the role in a more natural way. Now, it's hard to imagine anyone else playing Jack Abbott. The rivalry between Jack and Victor has become one of the most legendary feuds in soap history, and maybe those early real-life tensions added fuel to the fire. After more than 20 years focused on daytime drama, Bergman recently stepped into a new project, the series Pluribus from Vince Gilligan. This role brought a completely different challenge. Instead of acting directly across from another performer, he often had to play scenes toward a camera that represented a screen. That technical shift required a new mindset and skill set. It proved that even after decades in the industry, Bergman is still willing to challenge himself. One of Bergman's most memorable performances came during a deeply emotional episode focused on Nikki's battle with alcoholism. His scenes with Melody Thomas Scott remain unforgettable for longtime fans. The raw emotion, the vulnerability, and the intensity reminded viewers why Bergman is considered one of daytime's finest actors. Moments like that define his legacy. Looking back, it's hard to believe that Peter Bergman once felt unsure about his place on Y&R. Now, he is one of the pillars of the show. He survived early doubt. He worked through conflict. He grew alongside his character, and he built friendships that lasted decades. Sometimes, the strongest foundations are built during the hardest times. The idea that there was real tension between Jack and Victor's portrayers makes their legendary rivalry even more fascinating. But what makes this story powerful is growth. Conflict turned into respect, loneliness turned into legacy, and doubt turned into multiple Emmy wins. What do you think about Peter Bergman's honest confession? Did you ever sense that early tension on screen? And who do you think won the Jack versus Victor battles over the years? Drop your thoughts in the comments, Y and R fans, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more behind-the-scenes drama, spoilers, and exclusive updates from Genoa City.